On today's episode of Help, I Sexted My Boss.
Jordan shows me everything I need to know about motorboating. And we deep dive into Sabrina Carpenter's back catalogue. You having a low self-esteem day?
Can you tell?
I think so. You've said a few things that I thought were...
What have I said?
Some people would call them attention-seeking, but that would be rude. I think you just, you're flagging to us, your close friends, that you need a bit of pepping up.
I had a bad show today.
Oh.
Love being on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I always say this when you come off air at 10, no better feeling. Right? It's like just such a natural high. You're buzzing, but I wasn't great today.
There's no way to say this without it sounding rude, but I only listened to about 20 minutes this morning and I thought you sounded just as you normally do.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. But yeah, I'll be fine for this. It's just you pissed off all
Well, I
day.
hope you will be.
Do you know what it was? It was a caller who put me on loudspeaker and then she had the radio on as well in the background.
She wanted to hear herself.
And then it messed the whole link up and it's pissed me off for the rest of the day. It's no one's fault. It's not the caller's
What's her
fault.
name? Read out her number.
No! And then I fluffed a few. Anyway, no one's bothered. However,
Yeah.
was having a shave this week, listening to newsagents.
Yeah.
It finished. And then our podcast come on.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't listen because it makes me cringe.
And you don't read the comments.
I don't read the comments. But listen to 20 minutes. We're doing all right, aren't we? We've still got it. I laughed a couple of
Still
times.
got it, never lost it.
Still got it, never lost it. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
and I hate listening or watching myself back, but I was like, oh, yeah.
Well, there we go.
Let's have a good pod recording today, shall we?
Good pod recording, everyone.
Here we go. Hello and welcome to Help, I Sexted My Boss, the podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern life, answering your 21st century questions and finding solutions to everyday dilemmas like, what should you do if you don't know how to tell your neighbour that a bush needs a good trimming? And how do you tell your best friend that only just discovering jacket potatoes and beans is actually not that new? It's been around for ages. And what should you do if you've accidentally sexted your boss? But we're not usually like the answer, are we? William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert.
No, we're not Jordan North, Capital Breakfast Show host. I'm more formal balls, you're more sweaty balls. It's from Casey.
Case of the old Betty Swallocks.
Yes.
Sweating balls.
Let's not. Let's
Not
have
in this weather. It's getting a bit colder now, isn't it?
Oh, thank heavens. I know, sweater weather. I mean, I'm wearing a sort of a jumpery thing.
Can I just say it's the season for the shacket?
Well, yes, I can see your little herringbone number that you're wearing today
I
in oversize.
love a shacket, and I think this, because sometimes, like, a bit more gin. Winter, you need a coat, but in like autumn, you need a shacket. And I opened up my shacket wardrobe this morning. I was
You
like,
have a special shacket wardrobe,
I
do
do,
you?
and I was
Hilarious.
like, a doodle doodle do.
Oh, don't ever do that
Doodle
again.
doodle do. Which one should I have? Oh, it was very exciting.
That is such an ick.
What?
I don't know whatever you have just done. I have.
Doodle doodle
No.
do.
No, we're all icking.
I'll have that one.
Right, like you're that animated at 4:20 a.m.
I actually, yeah, true. Yeah.
Now look, I'd like to do a very important toast.
Yes.
This is to Brad, Izzy, Neil, and Leon for giving me really the best day of my life, apart from my wedding. I'm contractually obliged to say. And they gave me a backstage tour of Mary Poppins in Southampton at the Mayflower Theatre. 3 of them listen, I believe. I'm not sure Leon does, but I feel it would be churlish to exclude him, so he's part of this. So Brad, Izzy, Neil, Leon, thank you so much. I loved it.
And also a very big toast to someone special on this podcast whose idea it was we wouldn't be here without him, Chairman Emeritus Stu, who celebrated a big birthday on Monday.
Yes.
So to Chairman Emeritus Stu.
Chairman Emeritus Stu and Brad, Izzy, Neil, and Leon.
Happy birthday, Stu. Can we say how old you were? Yeah, go on. Happy 40th.
Oh, don't.
Oh my, how old were you when we started this podcast then?
22.
33, 34?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, God.
He was even younger than we are now.
What's your favourite memory of Chairman Emeritus Stu? Mine.
He hasn't died.
No, I'm just saying, come on, because he goes and also the comments on Instagram when we actually posted a picture of him a couple of weeks ago, when Izzy posted all our aftershaves, everyone was like, I did not expect Chairman Emeritus Stu to look like that.
Yes, can we also talk about the spelling of emeritus?
Chairman Emeritus Stu is the best type of producer, one that's just in the background that doesn't really want
Jordan,
to be known.
honestly,
isn't
Got
it?
such a vendetta against producers.
I have not got a vendetta
Yes, you
against
do.
producers. I have not.
I can find a legion of producers that would say otherwise.
Just you have a career where every day they're at you and telling you how to. No, I'm joking.
That's just called a job.
That's just called a job.
I think you're fine.
I love my production team here and Capital
Yeah.
at the old play. Yeah, I love my production team.
You do.
I do.
Never a bad word to say about any of them.
Favourite Chairman Emeritus Stuart memory. Mine is me and him proper going for it at Glastonbury to Lizzo.
Oh, really?
I'm a ready. What's yours?
Oh, I have so many. Me years ago, before this podcast, when I cancelled him because he cancelled one too many on my dinner parties.
That's ready.
And I said he was socially dead to me. And then he offered me some work, and we reviewed that policy.
Okay.
And now we're very close.
That's good.
Which is nice.
All right. Ben, you're right
Ben,
there?
what's your favourite Chairman Emeritus story?
You
swallow first.
eating some pasta there?
Hi guys.
Don't eat your lunch whilst we're doing this, please.
Of all the times you decide to eat your lunch is when we start the podcast recording.
No, I've not. I've run out of time to eat my lunch and just trying to get it down my gob.
Bad planning.
Your favourite Chairman Emeritus? He's going to hate this, by the way. And the thing is, he'll probably cut it out.
Yeah, he's writing on the compliance note now.
Yeah.
Cut this.
Cut this all. No, Stuart. Well, Stuart gave me my job, and I've done it ever since. So
Audio always.
we used to meet up in a little cafe in Media City in Manchester.
Oh,
there you
Have
go.
our little debriefs there, which I'll treasure.
Oh. All right.
That's
well, happy
lovely.
birthday, Stu.
Happy birthday.
How's your week been? What have you been up to?
Well, we've already toasted. This is going to basically be a Mary Poppins special. So, as G&Divas will know, I mean, I've met loads of G&Divas at Mary Poppins theatres over the years. I've seen it 44 times now. It's currently finishing its run in Southampton before it goes on to Sunderland, Milton Keynes, Cardiff and Liverpool. And I went to go and see it with Social Joe, who does our social media, Self Shoot Alex and his boyfriend Henry, and my God, what a time. So not only did we watch the show, which already is my happy place, I'm in floods of tears, but for the first time ever, believe it or not, I've never actually had one of these before, given a behind-the-scenes tour. And they were so generous. When you see it 44 times, you kind of know how everything works. But even I learned a couple of things that I didn't know. And it was just, I just didn't know how to be.
Bless you.
It was incredible. However, that said, if you thought I was excited, Henry, Alex's boyfriend, has seen Mary Poppins 8 times. So he's not quite at 44, but it's good going. I was trying to keep it together and just remain professional. He, on the other hand, was like an excited little puppy. And the following day just gave me a phone call for a welfare check, just to check I was okay. Which was so sweet.
That's sweet.
And he's been texted, even today I still can't believe Saturday happened. It's so sweet.
That's very sweet. Bless him.
So we were very, very excited. We got to see absolutely everything. I met, in fact, I'm not going to mention him, but one of the actors who plays Michael Banks, with the kid, he's about 8 or 9. Chatted to him afterwards. Loves the podcast. And I'm sorry. He said, "Yeah, I like all the clips. I listened to the podcast." You are 8 or 9.
No.
And I'm fairly confident.
No.
That's not.
I'd say
not a
16 and above.
Absolute minimum. I did have my own Mary Poppins moment, however. I had a little gift bag for various reasons, with a bottle of Dubonnet and a copy of my book. Yeah, I just walk around with it. And luckily that morning I had put a spare copy of my book that I had generically signed in the bag, just in case anyone wanted one. And this Michael Banks said, "Oh, and I asked for your book for Christmas," and I was given it, and I said, "Well, would you like a signed copy?" And just like Mary Poppins from her bag, I whipped out the book and gave it to him. Nearly died on the spot.
Who, he did or you?
He did.
Bless him.
It was so sweet.
Bless
it was
him.
lovely. So that was wonderful. I'm going to go and see it again in Milton Keynes in a few months.
What are you going to do for the Big 50? Surely something.
I don't know if I'm going to get up to 50 at this run.
Well, not on this. Yeah, I'm not talking about this run. I'm just talking about eventually. You need to do something special.
They're going to have to stunt cast me as, Mary Poppins or something.
Do you think you're the non-working person that's seen that show the most times in the world?
Probably.
Yeah, I think.
In fact, I can't remember which friend it was, but someone asked ChatGPT. Oh, my friend Michael asked ChatGPT if there's a record for the number one person that's ever seen Mary Poppins. And it came up saying, no, there's no official record. But apparently William Hanson, the etiquette coach, has seen it quite a lot of times. It's what ChatGPT said to him.
Okay.
Which is
Fair
quite
enough.
fun.
What else has been going on?
What else has been going on? Well, I've been listening to Sabrina Carpenter's new album.
Have you?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe Izzy has as well.
Once or twice.
And what do you think?
She's got some great catchy tunes. She always does. That's kind of her shtick, isn't it? You know, they're earworms. I just wish, and you know me, Jordan, I'm not a prude.
You was, but not after years of doing this.
Could we just maybe have a song about something else other than men or sex?
Well,
Could we not,
That's what all songs are about.
I've just done a new personal best at the gym, or I've got a new restaurant that I quite like going to. Just mix it up.
Well, what they tend to do, like these Disney, she weren't a Disney star, was she? She was like Disney stars.
Not anymore.
They do an album,
Yeah.
and they do a really raunchy one.
Well, she's done several raunchy ones.
Rihanna did it, Miley Cyrus did it, even though she wasn't Disney. But remember Rihanna come out with
I think Miley Cyrus was
S&M.
Disney, wasn't she?
Whips and Chains. And,
9 years old.
oh, you was 9 years old. Well, I was in my 20s anyway, and yeah. So they all do it. They just
Yes,
got
I know, but I feel that Sabrina, even the album cover of, is it Man Child? What's the album called? Man's Best Friend. You know,
She's on her knees.
They're subtle. I don't mind a bit of subtlety. You know me.
You walk into every innuendo.
Yes,
and joke,
but it's subtle. I'm not kneeling in front of a man's crotch, am I? Well, not on camera. So, I would just like to see her diversify. That's Sabrina, if you're watching, just push the boundaries. It's why Alicia Dixon's The Boy Does Nothing is a great song, because it's about cleaning.
You are such a prude. I was.
I'm not a prude.
I got in a car and that song come on the radio and I just went, pfft,
What?
Boy Does Nothing.
How dare you?
I wasn't in the mood. It made me think, and I was just like, not today. It's a Saturday.
It made you think, hang on, let's finish that sentence. It made you think what?
I wasn't working, so I wasn't in showbiz mode. So I just went, nah, not today.
You weren't in, hang on, there's so much to unpick. You weren't in showbiz mode.
It was a Saturday. I wasn't working. So I was just like, nah, not today. Oh, turned it off. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
you
noted.
go. Yes.
Anyway, what have you been up to other than turning off the best song ever written?
It's been a really good week. So I had my brother stay over last week.
Yes.
Yeah, it was so wholesome. It brought his little boys and they're so cute. In the morning, he got in bed with us. He's like, sleepover, Georgians. Just really cute. And then the baby as well, was spent all weekend. Yeah, he'd not pooed for a week, so he spent all weekend trying to get.
Sorry, this is the young, not your younger brother.
Yeah, well,
No.
my younger brother then used my toilet, right?
Yeah.
And he decided to send a video of him in the family WhatsApp group of him using the toilet because he thought it was fancy, and I would post this because it's funny.
I don't think we need to see this.
It's like an old-fashioned Victorian toilet, yeah, with a chain.
A crapper, I believe. They're called.
Yeah, it is called a crapper. So he was like, look at our Jordan's bog. And he posted it in the family WhatsApp group and everyone's like, oh, that's nice. Where'd you get that from and stuff? And I would post it, but the reason why I wouldn't is it's got my address engraved, which sounds...
Has it genuinely got your address?
Well, it's because the house before, so I didn't have it put
you
in.
inherited it.
Yeah, so which is just,
There are many things that you can have your address engraved on. I'm not sure a lavatory cistern is one of them.
So he was obsessed with it. So he kept I went, are you going to have a look at that toilet again? He went, yeah, it's well smart. Yeah. So we went to Battersea Park. We were in my local pub, and we'd had a couple of drinks, and he got chatting to some lad. He was like saying he was a DJ, and
The lad was a DJ.
yeah, and my brother was like, "Oh, what are you into?" And the lad went, "Yeah, I like to do garage." And my brother was like, "Garage, you fucking knob!" I was like, "Please." And then at the bar, someone was like. I was at the bar and this guy come to the bar and went, I'll have a pint of lager and a latte, please. And my brother went, boring. I was just like, oh, please.
I think I should do an episode of this podcast with Brad.
He'd be great.
Just not listen to series 1.
He'd be great. So yeah, which leads me on to my next thing actually. And I want to talk to you about good head.
You've come to the right place.
I have found a cracking little pub near me.
Okay.
Right. But the heads on the pints are awful. And it is
Okay.
winding me up.
Well, it's obviously not that good.
No. Because right. Let's all agree here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to do it again.
Can I just interrupt you? For the uninitiated, because I don't do beer, lager, etc. What makes good head?
Well, I was about to explain.
Okay, sorry.
Let's all agree here.
Sorry to interrupt you.
And sorry to bring them up again. But let's just start pouring beers like the Spanish. Like, we
For
need...
God's sake.
You know, I love the Spanish. I think we should be more Spanish in life, but like I like a good head on a pint of lager and not a thin one that makes it go a bit
But
flat.
I still don't get what a good head is.
I always got told that a good head on a pint when I used to pour should be like the size of your pinky, like the width of your pinky. I like it a bit
I've got
more.
quite a small pinky.
Let's start putting good head on pints, right? And you do it by, you get the glass to start.
And
give
you
it
tilt
a little,
it.
No. You don't tilt it straight away.
Oh, all right.
This is the fucking problem. Sorry. Just when I was taught, you pour the pint, give it a little swirl so you get a head on it, then tilt it. Okay. If you don't get a good head, push the tap backwards. Yeah. And then it'll give it a head. And I always take it back, and she always looks at me like crap. And it's just,
You send pints back.
oh yeah. Yeah. And then she's
Honestly, first he gets his cistern engraved, and now he's sending back pints.
Me and this girl have got like a bit of beef going on because she does it and she knows I'm going to go back, and she makes me wait for another 5 minutes while she serves someone else. I'm like, hiya, sorry to be late. Can you just top that up for us, or can you just put a good
Why
head
don't
on
you
that?
just change pubs?
Because it's right down the road for me.
Hang on, if they can't do the one thing that you are requiring from a pub, I wouldn't say it's that good.
Yeah, true, but it's
I
just,
think you're
it's
too
handy.
nice.
It just put a good head on pint. If you're pouring pints, if you're working, put a good head on it, right? Okay, like not too much because then people go, oh, it's only half a pint, but not just a little thin head. Good head. That's all I'm asking for in life is good head. Okay.
Do you think Sabrina Carpenter could do a song about
Yes, she probably
that?
has.
Sabrina
It'll be
Carpenter.
on the next album.
I would like good head. Oh, I love good head in my bed. Give me good head. That's the latest Sabrina Carpenter song.
Yeah.
Also, as well, why did everybody look shocked when I said I got on a bike here?
Well, yes, the time of recording it is the London Underground are on strike.
Yes.
And so, I mean, it's like Amsterdam outside.
it's a
there are
frigging
so many
nightmare.
bikes.
I nearly got knocked over by Tony Amstis on a bike before.
Toby
Amstis. Honestly, I nearly got run over by Toby Amstis. And then as I was pulling my bike, so in London and major cities, you can rent these bikes on the Uber app, the Lime bikes, the electrical ones. So me and Emily Mateless were like eyeing each other up over a bike outside because it's a big bike outside work. And I was like,
I'd love to see you and Emily Mateless on a tandem.
scrapping over a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I line biked here and everyone went, what? You on a bike? Why was everyone so shocked?
Well, it's just not very. And to be fair, thanks to the London Underground tube strike, you turned up 10 minutes early.
I did actually.
Yes.
I was here
They should
earlier.
strike more often.
I was here earlier, and I've been on these line bikes all week. I have nearly died a couple of times. I'm not even joking. I wouldn't do it again, but needs must. I cycled all the way home on Monday.
Did you?
40 minutes.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Well done.
the way
Yeah.
to Mayfair?
I don't live in Mayfair. I don't live in Mayfair. Oh, anyway.
Can you imagine if the text landed today? And this is only funny if you live in London, but if the text from Jordan, oh, the tubes are delayed. I'm stuck in Oxford Circus.
Oh, Piccadilly line's a nightmare today.
Shit, how am I going to get home today?
You could line bike.
From here?
Yeah.
How long will it take me from
Or
here?
do the Elizabeth line's working, so go on that for a bit and then line bike.
What else has been going on with you, Willie?
I've had my premises secured against intruders.
How?
So man's come out to quote for an alarm system, a home security system, so that my perimeter isn't breached unintentionally. And genuinely, you are cruising for a bruising.
My perimeter's been breached. Carry on.
Became like an episode of Keeping Appearances because in that episode where Hyacinth gets alarmed,
Yes.
she's her two concerns are what colour is the box? She wants dusky pink. And what noise does it make? She wants it to recreate the foghorn on the QE2. Sadly, I did ask the questions, what noise do you make? And he didn't get the joke, but he said it's a standard sound. But I do get a choice of colour. These are the choices he gave me. I can either have blue and white, red and white, or National Trust green. Now, from those options, which do you think I've gone for?
Oh, doodle doodle do.
Don't do that. It's such an ick.
National Trust Green.
How did you work it out?
I would never have blue and white because why would I never have blue and white ever? The worst colours together. I wouldn't even...
Football.
Yes, and why? Who plays in blue and white?
Everton.
No, who plays in blue and white?
Manchester City.
No, who would play in blue and white and I would never wear the colours?
Wolverhampton.
Who plays in blue and white and I would never wear it? Even sometimes, if I've got a top on it's blue and white, I wouldn't wear it. I would never wear a blue and white top.
Blackburn.
Yes!
Why don't they dress in black?
Don't know.
No, but you're called Blackburn, so they should at least be black and white. I know they'd look like Newcastle. Get me? Were you quite impressed I got those football teams right? Yes.
But extremely.
Thank you so much.
Anyway.
We could do etiquette etymology of football team strips. Why are Burnley claret and blue?
Well, they used to be in black and white stripes.
Well,
like
why can't
Newcastle.
Jordan do that? I'm not researching that.
You research bloody...
If you do your job as a producer and research it, I'll do it.
Of course, the best presenters research it themselves.
No.
Emily Maitlis would.
No, they research together. They get the script.
Okay, well, you put some time into research together and you can do
You're what I call rage baiting me right now, aren't you?
Excuse me. Doing a little Wallace and Gromit impression.
Well, it's rage bait. That's actually because it's a big term that everyone's using on TikTok at the moment.
Rage bait?
That's the whole first part of this podcast is us rage bait.
What is rage bait?
It's just trying to wind each other up, innit, basically?
It's just called slagging.
It's Gen Z's think they're coming up with new things. Well, other one here the other day.
Someone wanted me to refer to Tesco Express as Techieki. They said, have you been to Techieki? And I said, I'm sorry. What is Techieki? Apparently means Tesco Express. Do you call it that? Mabes, okay.
Do now.
It's tragic.
All right, then. We've got a little bit of news on the horizon, G&Divas.
We're going to tell you properly next week. We're going to give you some clues, shall we? Mm-hmm. If you like watching people getting dressed up,
If you love an evening full of D,
you don't want to miss next week's episode.
so make sure you're listening on Tuesday to find out. We've got a very, very, very special announcement for you.
Yes, you can also sign up to our newsletter at sexedmyboss.com/newsletter to get the news first.
It's exciting.
It's exciting
exciting.
and very nerve-wracking.
It's exciting. Right, shall we do Jordan's Jolly Joke of the Week?
Is there any way I can say no?
No.
Okay, here's the jingle.
If you like a chap who's cheeky and northern, you're in for a treat with our Jordan. And if a giggle is what you seek, you're sure to love Jordan's Jolly Joke of the Week. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
What do you call a Spanish man that... You know I love the Spanish. What do you call a Spanish man that hides down toilets? And I'll tell you the punchline. It's a good one. It's a good
Who's it come from?
Send it on TikTok. I'll tell you the punchline after the break. All right, G&Divas, thanks for sticking with us. It's now time for Jordan's Jolly Joke of the Week. What do you call a Spanish man that hides down toilets?
I don't know.
Senior bumhole.
Has the audacity to say I'm rude.
Senior bumhole.
Okay, and remember one joke.
Wait.
Because we're doing so well producing this.
Oh, can I do one more? From Drew, the G&Diva. What does a far-sighted gynecologist and a puppy have in common?
I don't know. What does a far-sighted gynecologist and a puppy have in common?
A wet nose.
Wow. Okay, well, thank you, Drew, the G&Diva, for that.
Now, it's time for your... I thought they were good today.
Very funny.
Thank you. Now it's time for your questions and dilemmas. Remember, if you need our help with something, then get in touch. You can send your tales of trepidation to help@sexandmyboss.com. You can DM us. We're at sexandmyboss on the socials. Or you can write to William, who in the fullness of time promises a handwritten reply in one of our luxury greeting cards with executive self-seal. I feel damp today. I feel like my whole body feels damp. I was in the rain yesterday and I still don't feel dry. With executive self-seal envelopes. The address is on the website, sextedmyboss.com.
You know, not every thought that goes through your head has to be spoken.
Yeah, I know. I was on the phone yesterday, walking through the train station. And, you know, I'm a bit obsessing about how to tie a bow tie at the moment. I seen two lads and I went, oh, you've tied your bow tie properly. And they both looked at me and I went, sorry, I just walked out.
Okay, remember, we have no idea what's coming up. Our first dilemma is from Emma. It rhymes. Dear William, Jordan, EPB, Diego, and the rest of the Sexted team, sorry to be that person bringing up Christmas when it's barely September, but I need your festive wisdom. For context, my husband and I live down in lovely Cornwall with our dog, having moved here 10 years ago in search of pasties, peace, and sea air. Both our families are scattered across the UK, mainly London and Yorkshire, and we're lucky enough to still have all of our parents around, which we're really grateful for.
But
Now, here's the thing. For every Christmas for the past decade, we've ended up doing a grand tour of England's counties, racking up hours on the road just to see everyone.
I know where this is going.
We even alternate who gets custody of us on Christmas Day, just like some kind of festive divorce settlement. My brothers, on the other hand, haven't brought their families to my parents for Christmas Day since before COVID. Instead, one of them always announces, usually around Easter, they'll be staying at home this year, as if it's a shocking twist. So what do? We drive 7 hours to spend a very quiet Christmas with my lovely parents, no nieces, no nephews, no chaos, while the rest of the family are celebrating elsewhere. And honestly, I feel for my parents too. They'd love nothing more than to have everyone under one roof again, but instead they end up hosting a quiet Christmas, missing out on the fun and the grandkids and just making the best of it. We're told we're welcome to come if we like, which, let's be honest, is about as warm as a cold turkey sandwich. Their house is another 2.5 hour drive away, and we're not allowed to bring the dog. So basically, we're expected to turn up childless and dogless, smiling and grateful, and somehow also figuring out what to do with the dog for the day. I do love my family, I really do, and I understand that planning is trickier when kids are involved, which is why we've always tried to be the flexible ones. But lately, it's feeling a bit one-sided. Because we don't have children, our time seems to matter less. Like it's just assumed we'll fit in around everyone else. Please help. I'm dangerously close to sending a strongly worded message in the family group chat and not even muting it after. Emma. Many thoughts.
Oh, where do we start with this? First of all, it is okay to say you just stayed at home this year. Because so many people get, especially as you get older and into adulthood. I'm actually going up north this year, but it's fine to say you're staying at home. I've been at home. I've been down south for the past 3 years, but I thought, you know what, I'll go back home this year. 2 years, actually, 2 years. And so many people get worked up over it. I think maybe suggest to your brothers that they invite your mum and dad down to their house.
My other suggestion is, why can't you invite your parents to yours?
Yeah, invite your parents to yours, or bring your brother and be like, do you know what I was thinking? They're on their own this Christmas. Would it be all right if you invited them to yours and we'll all come along?
And we'll have them for New Year, for example, or
or
whatever.
Should we just all have them at my house? Do you want to come along?
I mean, they might have a small house. They may not be able to do that. We don't know. But
Parents put so much pressure on the adult kids to be at theirs, and it's like, you don't want them on their own at Christmas.
I think the difficulty is, obviously, you first experience Christmas when you are young, and your parents are more of your primary caregivers. And then as the dynamic changes, as we move towards that period, towards the end of our parents' lives, where basically they become the children and we become the parent, it's sort of in that middle section that it becomes shaky. And actually, you've got your own life, you've got your own house, you've got your own thing. And we will always be children in our parents' eyes. And sometimes our parents fail to remember that actually we're not still 12. We're, in our 30s, in our 40s, and actually the dynamic is different. And I would imagine for some of them, they don't want to accept that they're getting older and actually that life does change.
It is hard on both sides, because you're like, you do want to see everyone, but you also think.
But also, if you're 3 streets away, I think fair enough to go and see everyone. But there's clearly, 2.5 hour drive. That's quite a long way.
Alternate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next one.
Our next dilemma is from Anonymous. Hello, William, Jordan, and all the Sexted team, especially the pups. Please keep me anonymous. I have a napkin dilemma, which is extremely embarrassing. I'm a rather top-heavy woman. I'm a J cup. I'll give you a moment to allow you to look at bra websites to get an idea of the size of the problem. When using a napkin, there is no chance of any spillage landing on my lap, as it cannot make it past my rather large front elevation. I'm assuming it is unacceptable to wear or tuck the napkin into the front of my top to protect my clothes, which I really need to do. Hopefully you can give me some guidance on this very obvious problem. Thank you in advance, and thank you for all the many years of fun and laughter.
So, Anonymous, she can't put the... So where
she's saying that she's got such large...
breasts.
Boobs.
What has happened to us? Years ago, I would have said boobs and you would have said breasts.
I know.
Right.
I've told you the trajectory of this podcast is that we switch identities.
For the edit, she's got massive tits. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the edit, her décolletage is cumbersome.
She's got knockers for days.
Yes. Knockers the size of Uranus.
Okay.
And she can't, there's no point in putting the napkin there because her breasts, if this was the dining table.
Oh, I'm with you. It's
just there, yeah.
Bless her for getting in touch.
So she's saying, should she sort of put a sheet down, like it's...
Yeah, this is your area of expertise.
I mean, you don't normally tuck a napkin up into your décolletage, your shirt collar, your blouse, whatever. But I would say there are always exceptions, and this is probably an exception. And it depends on the situation. Look, if you're in a more relaxed restaurant, go for it, tuck it up. If you are in a super smart environment and you think, oh, it might look a bit odd to tuck it up there, regardless of the size of my breast, then don't do it. That's what I would say.
Yeah. My mate got motorboated in Magaluf for the biggest boobs I've ever seen in my life. And it still often lives rent-free in my head. And I'm just thinking of that now.
Sorry, what?
He got motorboated.
What's that?
He got, so I won't name names because he's married with kids now, but we were in Magaluf and there's this woman, and all I can remember is she was from Yorkshire, and she was very heavily...
Big-boned.
What's top heavy?
Okay.
She was a top heavy
like
lady.
Anonymous.
She's
yeah.
probably at the time as well, about 20, 30 years older than us, maybe.
Okay.
Anyway. And she was such a good laugh. Anyway, she poured lager on her boobs and then got the
Lovely.
mate and just
Sorry,
and
what?
motorboated him.
And that's
where
called motorboat.
Yeah, that's right. And you put the head in. I've always wanted to do it personally. You put the head in a woman's breast and go.
And how is that meant to be?
That's a motorboat. You go. Oh my God. And that just... Every now and then I'll be going to sleep and that image comes up in my head.
Two questions.
She'll go, go on, get your head in there, lad. And it was like, yeah.
Two questions. One, how does that resemble a motorboat?
Well, no, it's just called motorboat, because a motorboat's
This is not.
what is it, Ben?
Noise.
Go on, do it.
Go on, cast your mind back to your stag do. And second question, how is that meant to be pleasurable for either party?
I don't know, but I just saying it. She was a top heavy woman, and I often think about her.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just be cycling along and just think of the time my mate got motorboated in Magaluf.
Well, we've all been there. This is from Lisa in Germany. Hello.
Waschbahn-Doch-Technik.
Hello, William and Jordan.
Guten Tag.
A while ago, I had a luxury dinner party at a friend's house. Let's call him Joe. After a few drinks, the discussion turned to bathroom etiquette. It turns out that when Joe visits the lavatory, he undoes his fly, leaving the top button closed.
No, I want to talk about this. I'm glad this has been brought up.
Then opens the button on his boxer shorts and takes his penis out through the hole in his boxers through the fly and proceeds to do his business.
I've seen lads do this, blokes do this at urinal. I think it's weird.
Why are you even looking at what they're
There's
doing?
so many problems and hazards that could happen there, but carry on.
This led to a controversial discussion amongst us, as many of the other male attendees were concerned about their crown jewels getting caught in the zip, especially since he apparently always uses this technique, even when out having a few drinks.
Yep.
Since it has become a well-discussed topic in our group, I wanted to ask you, is Joe right? And this is what the fly and the button of the boxes are supposed to be for, and it's the smartest way to do your business. Or should you just open your jeans all the way like a normal person? Many thanks in advance for helping to put this ongoing discussion to rest, and loads of love from Germany. Lisa,
Joe is not right. Joe is wrong. Joe is a wrong gun, right? Because I've seen this, and it's mainly older blokes that do it. Nobody undoes, just whacks it out the fly.
so you
shave.
so it almost is like a V.
Yeah,
so
you undo the top button, then the flies, and then it's just
Sidebar.
weird. How do you wee?
Oh, I sit down. So the whole trousers come off. Well, not come off, but, go lower. Sometimes they come off. Sidebar, button or a zip fly?
It depends. I don't choose.
Okay. I prefer a button fly.
Oh, I prefer zip.
No accidents that way.
Yeah. Have you ever?
Once, yeah.
I've never done but I've done the crown jewels, like the skin.
You've never done the balls?
Yeah.
But you've done the
My mum had to rub
shaft.
Sudocrem in. I was about 9.
I thank God for
Like,
that.
Jesus Christ. I was about 9 years old.
Well, in your family,
Couldn't
who
stop
knows?
crying and my dad had to, it's agony. Honestly to God.
Well, I never got that. It wasn't that bad.
Mm.
It also depends on the length of your fly. Thank you, is what I was going to say.
Fucking hell.
No, because some trousers, if it's high-waisted, you might have a longer fly and sort of distance between the button and the bottom of the zip or where the buttons are. But if you're wearing sort of low-cut things, then it's a short distance. So I think it all depends on the trouser.
And you can't shake it off properly if you do that. There's always going to be a bit of drippage afterwards, a bit of leakage. You need it full, let it air out.
Let it air out.
Sometimes it is another one for you. It's often discussed with my friendship circles. I'm sure on Friday when you come round it will be as well.
Oh, I can't wait.
Are you Sorry to be crude here, but when you go to urinal, are you just cock out or just cock and balls out?
Well, I don't go to urinals, so I don't know.
Like, because some people don't clip this, but some people I think it's better to get everything out. Let the lads breathe, get some air for a bit.
Let the lads breathe.
Yeah, and then because some people just put the willy out, and then I get everything out.
Do you know what? I think it's personal preference.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters one bit.
Ben?
No, I'm not answering that.
When we do the thumbnails, demonstrate what you do.
Well, I'm just saying, okay.
The carousel.
Yeah.
Don't clip that up.
She'll put it in the WhatsApp group and you can approve it or not.
Ben, what do you do? Do you just
I don't even know.
You sit
George.
down.
Get the lads
you
out,
sit down
or-
to have a wee as well, don't you, Ben?
I like to sit down, but I do use urinals.
I've seen you at urinal, and what do you do? You just...
Never,
we
never
weren't
forget
talking
the
about
face.
that.
All right, we'll move on.
Yeah,
then.
let's move
No,
on.
I don't think I get everything out.
No, do you not? So you try it next time you go. It's
Shall I do it now and report
Go
back?
and report. It's just sometimes
I'll report back on Friday.
they waft in wind, and it's just nice. It's like just get a bit of air in.
Our next dilemma is from Charlotte. Hello, William, Jordan, Ben, and the rest of the Sexted team. My best friend's dad's thirsty comments keep popping up on my Facebook page. It seems as though he has joined a load of cheaters and swingers Facebook groups without realising that these are not private. He has been commenting on pictures and arranging to meet up with ladies from there, stating that his wife won't find out, etc. The problem is these are open Facebook groups, so I surely can't be the only person in his friends list seeing these. I know he has taken a few solo holidays recently to their other property to relax and do some DIY, but according to the comments that have popped up on my timeline, I don't think he's just been hammering the walls. My question is this: do I politely drop him a message to say, look, each to their own, but those groups are visible and the posts you're commenting on keep popping up on my timeline? Or do I say to my friend, I think you need to have a word with your dad as his Facebook usage is questionable, but without going into details? Or do I pretend I haven't seen anything? I don't want my friend to find out because something pops up on their own Facebook page or because someone locally says something to them without tact or compassion. Any advice would be greatly appreciated, and thank you. You guys really do brighten my day.
I'd probably message him. It's going to be just say.
I don't know if it's Charlotte's. I don't think it's her remit. It's the best friend's
because then-
dad.
then-
If it's her dad, fair enough.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually, because then you could be like, your mate could be like, well, you knew, but you didn't tell me.
I found this out the hard way. You can't police friends of friends. Like, you just have to, you can only control your own actions, really.
Yeah, he should know. It's not your fault.
No. I mean, I would, if you want to, then you say something to your friend, but I think you've got to go into details. You can't go, your dad's use is questionable, because if someone said that to me about any of my relatives, I'd be like, well, what do you mean?
There's cheaters and swingers groups on Facebook.
Give Jordan a minute to get out his phone.
On Facebook. Is there?
Well, I'm sure it's everywhere.
It all goes on, doesn't it?
Come a long way from poking people when I first got on it.
Well, I think that's what it is.
It's all the
Oh, yeah,
same.
true,
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say anything to the dad directly, unless, let's say, you've grown up and he's a very, you've got that sort of relationship. But I think you do say something to your friend if you want to say something at all.
I've not been on Facebook for 5 years. Deleted it before I went into it. I'm a celeb.
Right? Well, that's
Oh,
interesting.
that's why you're not poking me back.
Were we even friends on it?
Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
Are you on Facebook, is he?
Is he on Facebook?
But I thought Gen Z hate it.
We'll finish with this one from Andrew. Dear William and Jordan, I hope both of you and the rest of the Sexy team are doing well.
Oh, thank you.
I'm writing to ask your opinion on my modern day dilemma. I am very much into keeping fit, and if I don't manage to close my rings on my Apple Watch each day, I literally lose sleep over it. Do you know about closing rings?
No.
I'll show you my rings in a minute. However, I'm also at an age where I feel that a nice, smart-looking watch is more appropriate than a fitness one.
I agree.
One of my friends suggested that I wear my nice watch on my left wrist and my fitness watch on my right wrist
No.
so I can continue tracking my fitness. I consider this an appalling piece of advice, I would agree. My dilemma is this. How do I navigate the world in a nice watch while still being able to track my fitness? Is this a problem either of you have encountered before? I don't want to look a total fool walking around wearing two watches, but I don't want to lose track of my fitness either. I hope you are able to help. Yours sincerely, Andrew from St Albans.
Andrew,
What a very St Albans question.
I years ago started getting obsessed with these watches. It wasn't an Apple one, but it was one that tracks your steps and stuff. Best advice I was doing was, and it tracks your sleep and stuff, and then you start getting in your head. I know it's easier said than done. Sack it off. It's not good for you. It's not good for your mental health as well. Sack it off. And for the first week, it'll be awful. But promise you, it sounds like, I might be wrong, my friend, but it sounds like you're a little bit obsessed with it. And I was there myself. And before you know it, you're like tracking if you've done enough. And you think, oh, if I go out now, I can burn 200 calories before my tea. And that's not good. That's not good.
Well, I think exercise.
Yeah, I know, but if you're becoming
obsessive,
obsessive,
no, you don't have to
obsessive
become
with
obsessed.
it. So sack it up. And I got told, I went, take it off for a week, and I never went back. I threw it away. And then just get a nice watch. As adults, you want a nice watch. I'd recommend a nice leather watch. Breitling, personally, if you, yeah.
All right, okay.
My dad got me this.
I know he did. And you lost it, and then you found it again, and got stolen, and then blah, blah, blah.
Got this from my 21st. I love it.
It was a long time ago.
Right.
Do you know about closing rings?
No.
So I do have a smartwatch, and look at my rings here. So already today, I haven't closed my middle ring because that's the standing one. So I've only been standing for 6 out of 12 hours. I've done 94 minutes of exercise today, which is quite good. Thanks very much. No. My move thing, I've burnt 758 calories out of my 400 calories a day goal. And so I have closed 2 of the 3 rings.
So if you, how can I put this? If you shake hands with the devil.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that choose it? Like, does it look like...
Depends which hand you're using.
Does it affect it?
I've never clocked that. How many steps have I done today? But
yeah, does it say you've done like 1,000 steps?
No, I've done 7,442 steps, and I've walked 6 kilometres and climbed 17 flights of stairs. That's me today. Yes, I would imagine it does, because it's a pedometer. And a pedometer just works on sort of the beats. So I would maybe take it off for that. Also, Andrew, going back to your question, why don't you just wear a fitness watch for when you are doing conventional fitness, exercising in a gym, going on a run, going on a long walk, and then just around, going into meetings, going to the shops, you go out for dinner, you just wear a conventional watch, and then you've got the best of both worlds.
Good advice.
Lovely. Well, thank you very much for that, everyone.
Thank you for your questions and dilemmas. Remember, you can listen and watch every Tuesday and Friday.
And we'll see you on Friday for our Friday episode.
And don't forget, next Tuesday, big announcement. Oh, it's happening.
Finally, he's telling us.
We'll see you on Friday.